the first blast of the whistle from Michael Peck, who's a deputy headmaster at Queen Catherine School up in Kendal in Cumbria, and away we go. Liverpool, no doubt, looking for revenge for the events of last May, although I suppose it's fair to say that whatever happens, they'll never really quite erase the memory of that historic night. And Arsenal snatched the championship from them. Here's Tony Adams, the Arsenal captain. And one of the imponderables, of course, so far as Arsenal are concerned, is going to be their attitudes after that shattering defeat at Oldham in midweek in the Littlewoods Cup. George Graham saying that was a totally unacceptable performance by an Arsenal side. They certainly need to put in an acceptable performance to have any chance of beating Liverpool today. Rocastle, Quinn. There's O'Leary. Oh, a total miskick by O'Leary. Rush has pounced on it. Houghton is through the middle. And a great chance for Liverpool against the post. Arsenal are saved after the mistake by O'Leary, and a great break by Rush and by Houghton. What an amazing break and an amazing escape for Arsenal. Jimmy Greaves?
Well, actually, Ray Houghton should have scored there. I know it's easy to criticise a player so early on in the game in the first minute when you're not fully warmed up and things are not going for you, but great ball in by Ian Rush. He's looked up, he's done all the right things. I think he'd be disappointed he didn't score.
Thomas gets it out towards Rocastle. Deceived Staunton, played the cross in, Grobbelaar down as both Groves and Smith went in.
Good piece of football that by Rocastle, who is looking quite dangerous for Arsenal at the moment.
Here's Steve McMahon. Houghton. To Burrows. McMahon. McMahon again. Flip to Hansen. Arsenal doing a lot of work through that midfield, though, making it hard. There's Thomas trying to close down Barnes. McMahon again. This time finding Whelan. Applause from around Anfield for that. Some good, cool play there by Liverpool. But the ball to Beardsley goes beyond him, and it'll be a throw to. Sides have already met 3 times this season. The Charity Shield, where Liverpool won 1-0, and in the Nikita Trophy, the pre-season at Wembley, when Arsenal won by a goal to 0. And then when it really got down to the business, Arsenal, of course, have knocked Liverpool out of the Littlewoods Cup this season with that late goal from Alan Smith. But here's Rush now for Liverpool. It's a bit strong there by Adams on Rush. And the Arsenal captain is going to get a yellow card. I don't know what it's got to do with Perry Groves.
No, Groves should stay out of it, and Adams, it's got to be said, has deserved this yellow card for plain stupidity, really. It's his second clumsy challenge in an area where it's been totally unnecessary.
So, yellow card and a free kick to Liverpool. Rush waiting in the middle, Barnes in there, Hussein's come up from the back. And in fact, it reached the head of Hussein and went behind for the goal kick. The captain of the Swedish international side. Staunton returning it. Arsenal's throw. Game of high expectations, which, apart from that early Liverpool break, really, to be absolutely honest, hasn't quite lived up to it yet. But here's Winterburn. Trying to cross the face of that goal, and both Quinn and Smith tried to make a contact, but it eventually came off a Liverpool defender, and it's going to be the first corner. Well, Quinn, O'Leary, Adams, Smith, are the sort of targets now for Kevin Richardson. In fact, it's Barnes who got it away, but Rocastle might turn it back. Hit in low. Perry Groves has a shot charge down. Liverpool under a little bit of pressure here, but then it's put behind by Kevin Richardson, and it's a goal kick. Liverpool 6-5 on amongst the bookmakers to win this one. Arsenal 3-1 and 9-4 the draw. Favourite to score the first goal, Ian Rush, at 5-1. But at the moment it's Barnes. Whelan playing it in. Lukic. And such is Rush's returning confidence, particularly after that goal last week against Millwall. He was saying before the game, yeah, I think I might get the first one today as well. But at the moment it's Arsenal in possession. Richardson. It's a lovely ball played to Quinn. In turn, tried to get Perry Groves in. Rocastle's after this one, but it was Hussein who got it as far as Michael Thomas. And now Dixon, who's not a bad crosser of the ball, and hit by Quinn straight into the chest of Grobbelaar. His first appearance for Arsenal against Liverpool back in 1985, and scored that day as well. He's got some blood on his head as well. It's a veritable battlefield out there this afternoon.
Well, now that Quinn's had that shot, I think Rushy at 5-1's not a bad bet, Brian, is it? Can't I?
Actually, here he comes after this one again. This is a part of his play. He does like to hustle defenders, and he's looking a bit more the part to Ian Rush these last couple of weeks. But at the moment it's Beardsley. Oh, he's got past O'Leary. He's trying to get Barnes in onto that left foot, a chip across there, and the copper claiming it was a handball by Dixon, and the referee has given a penalty. Dixon unsure about it, but the cop, I must say, reacted instantly. The referee, I think, probably looked at the linesman as well. Here's Barnes, and we may get a better view from this reverse angle shot here.
I think
it came off his hand, but Dixon would probably say it was accidental, and there was no intention meant, but referee Peck has given the penalty to Liverpool. Barnes will take it. And saved! Tries to get in again, and this time it was fittingly by Dixon for the corner.
I think, with respect, Brian, that was fair justice. It was a very unfortunate penalty. It was one-handed, the penalty, and it was a great one-handed save. Justice all round.
But here's Houghton. So Liverpool still coming forward towards Hussein, just wide of the post. Barnes, who scored 3 times from the spot this season. And Lukic, it was a splendid piece of goalkeeping by John Lukic, flinging himself to the right there.
Certainly was a great save.
Possibly moving a little bit before the kick was taken. Jump there by Smith. Here's Quinn. It's a good clearance there by Whelan. It's beginning to warm up a little bit now, but it's still 0-0. Groves. Is that a foul by Hussein?
Certainly Liverpool are playing the better football at the moment. Arsenal haven't really got into their stride at all, have they?
Burn. I think that's been much of their season, really, Jimmy. They've captured good points without particularly playing well. I think they know that themselves. Smith. The flag is up. I think what George Graham says, if we can keep picking up points while we're not particularly playing well and then go into overdrive in the new year, who knows, we might just hold on to our championship.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. That's how most teams win the championship, isn't it? Liverpool have done it often enough themselves. In fact, in that position themselves at the moment.
That's right. Adams. Having a few problems with that rush this afternoon, Tony Adams, and now it's a free kick again to Liverpool. Liverpool throw. Steve Staunton with it. Barnes. A bit back here for Beardsley. His flick not likely to come off. Whelan working hard through that midfield. But so too was Thomas for Arsenal. It's Liverpool's throw. McMahon. Beardsley just getting there a fraction before Adams. Houghton. Rush. And now Quinn can bring it away. Smith is offside at the moment. Quinn's got to hold on to it. And the boot was stuck out there by Staunton. Dixon getting back under a lot of pressure from McMahon and gets the corner. So Liverpool's corner. Taken by Staunton. Now Barnes. Trying to dummy a yard out of Dixon. Rush just a fraction too high for Rush. A lovely piece of play by Barnes. It looked almost impossible that he could get that ball across, but he found enough space to do it, and it was a devastating cross as well. Rush again. On driving it! Steve McMahon. Only the second of the season. And Liverpool's pressure pays off at last.
Oh, what a great goal as well. I mean, we're not going to see a ball struck sweeter this season than this, are we? Super, right along the ground, giving John Lukic no chance.
Whelan, who's done so much good work. Rush holding off his man, playing it back. A very good ball played back by Rush. Beardsley. Barnes. Weaving his way through. This is Barnes. And it was vintage Barnes as well. Rocastle. Seem to be putting Rocastle away on that left flank at the moment. Well, this is Winterburn making the break. I haven't seen many Arsenal men from the back coming forward. That time it's Whelan getting it away. And there's a free kick, and I can only think that free kick was for the foul by Burrows on the other side there against Winterburn.
I think it was. To be critical of the big two up front, and one has to be, they're not showing at all. They're not giving their midfield players or anybody ball a target to hit.
Richardson's free kick for Arsenal. Plenty of height there in the box, but in fact it came in low, and it needed the challenge of Ronnie Whelan to get it behind for the Arsenal corner. They will surely look for the likes of Smith and Quinn here. Quinn has taken a deep position on the edge of the penalty area. Now he's making his run. Smith coming in behind him. It's Smith's header. And Perry Groves almost in there. Alan Smith in there, kicked away by Houghton. Richardson turning it back again. Liverpool not out of the wood yet. In the end, Quinn's header is gathered by Grobbelaar. Splendid piece of work by Alan Smith. And it needed Houghton at that post to keep Liverpool in front. Noticeable now whenever Barnes gets the ball there, like a swarm around him. Free kick to Arsenal. Whelan the culprit.
I'm not sure whether that did any favours to Arsenal then. I think the referee would have done better to have allowed that to have just carry on being played.
O'Leary with the kick. Hit high towards Smith. Quinn in there too. Thomas in there too. Grobbelaar also. Grobbelaar diving after it and didn't get it. Rocastle. Thomas in support. It came off Houghton. It's Arsenal's throw. This is a better spell by Arsenal. Still a goal down though. Rocastle's back heel, picked up by Burrows, picked up again by Rocastle. knocked away by Whelan. Well, it's a great atmosphere here. I'm sure it's coming through to you at home now. The Kop in full voice. Catching it on. Adams up there as well.
Yes, a little bit different now because the big men are getting a touch to it with their heads, and it is making for a little bit of panic in the Liverpool area.
Augmented there by Tony Adams. Here's another throw for Arsenal. A long one. Quinn hoping to get on the end of it. McMahon struggling to get it away. Rush after this one. Dixon there with him. A foul given against Rush. A free kick to Arsenal. So the pressure on the home side is maintained. O'Leary will plant this one into the penalty area. And again, Tony Adams is up there. And Smith. Quinn making to make his run. It's Quinn. Didn't really jump high enough. Houghton gets it away. Up to Rush. A touch for Beardsley. A touch for Barnes. Oh, and he showed it to Dixon, said, would you like a bit of it? And then took it past him. And then Dixon went down. The foul is given against the Arsenal fullback, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. 35,983, the crowd here at Anfield this afternoon. Not their biggest of the season. Foul by Dixon. Timing was wrong. Got himself injured as well. You can see the faces of protest there in the crowd. I think they're the Arsenal fans. Arsenal fullback, and Beardsley and Rush will be waiting in the penalty area. And Barnes will curl the free kick. It's Kenny Dalglish. And there in the Arsenal bench, George Graham, and on the right, Theo Foley. Dixon's okay. Barnes' free kick. Houghton tries to get in. Whelan tries to keep it going. McMahon playing it wide. And pushed away again by Dixon. For another Liverpool corner. Oh, not a corner. Barnes was trying to pull a fast one then, but it had in fact just gone this side of the corner flag. Good cross in there towards Rush.
It was a good cross, and
it
was an opportunity for Ian Rush, really. He got his head to it.
To Richardson. And now O'Leary. This Hussein's header. Dixon. O'Leary. It's a brave little header there by McMahon. And he finds Beardsley in turn, looks for Rush. Brought down. He was a little unfortunate there, Adams. And it's a free kick for Liverpool.
Yeah, he was unlucky. I don't think you can blame Tony Adams for this. The ball was running away from both of them, actually.
Beardsley, I would have thought possibly had lost his footing just as Adams made that first challenge. I don't think it was a dive by Beardsley. But what it does, it gives Liverpool an opportunity here. Whelan, who can curl a wicked free kick, and Barnes can certainly match it. We're having a conversation now. Who's going to take it? Well, that's something Arsenal don't know. And Lukic would like to know. It's going to be Barnes. Curled brilliantly! What a fabulous free kick goal! What a glorious Yes, moments of pure football skill from John Barnes. Whelan runs over it. Barnes, in true Brazilian style, floats it inch perfect wide of Lukic. Paula 2 up. Hayes to Smith. Staunton's in there. Smith! And Arsenal have pulled one back with Alan Smith. An untidy goal, but a valuable one for all that. And who knows, we might get quite a finish here now.
It was a very untidy goal. It was a total mix-up, really. None of the Liverpool players going for it, and Smith got his toe to it.
So Liverpool lead 2-1. Jimmy and I were saying there looks to be no way back. Suddenly there might just be a way back for Arsenal. Up goes Winterburn.
It was certainly a bad goal for Liverpool to give away at this stage of the game. It was just total lack of concentration on their behalf.
Thomas, Groves. 9 minutes of the game left now. Dixon. Arsenal seeing a ray of hope in all of this. Dixon again, taking it from Rocastle. Hansen, not sure what to do. Surrounded there by Smith and by Thomas. His football brain came to his rescue and his skill with it. Hayes, Thomas right in there. Winterburn looking to get it onto the left foot, but Houghton wouldn't allow him. We're going to get another dramatic climax from Arsenal as we did last May here. Thomas certainly playing more and more forward, coming with some of those runs from the midfield we didn't see anything of in the first half. Another throw to Arsenal. And if they're going to save it, they've got to save it quickly now. Smith touched on again. A flick on once more to Groves. A flick on to Winterburn. And here's Hayes on the far side. But Burrows was there to clear his lines for Liverpool. But it's Arsenal's throw. They want the ball quickly. Goodness knows there's precious little time for them. 2-1 down to Liverpool. The long throw by Perry Groves. Beardsley with a cushion header there. Houghton getting it away to Rush. Loses it to Rocastle. McMahon gets it away. Beardsley. Only Johnson is back. Rush coming up for him. Can do it alone. Tries to get it through to Rush. But there's an infringement and Arsenal get a free kick. A really enjoyable game of football here at Anfield this afternoon. And a final whistle, which brings victory for Liverpool. Some small revenge from the events of last May, and a shining bonus now for Liverpool, because they go back to the top of the table.